My name is Mark Pomerantz. My role today will be as a senior sales representative with Florida Fertilizer. Florida Fertilizer is a mid-sized fertilizer and agrochemical supplier in the Central Florida area. My customer today will be Ben Hill Griffin IV, the CEO of Ben Hill Griffin Incorporated, which is a large orange grower. My objection strategy will be to compare and contrast as well as direct denial. And my closing strategy will be an additional selling point. Hello, Mr. Griffin. My name is Mark Pomerantz. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, that's a very attractive picture of you and your family skiing. I didn't know you guys like to ski.
Thank you very much. We're not too good at it, but every now and then we'd like to go out and give it our best shot.
Oh, well, it's the thought that counts. I'm sure you and your family have a great time doing that. I know I should do. The reason I'm here today, Mr. Griffin, is Florida Fertilizer is very interested in becoming your new supplier. While as a whole, the company would like your entire business, we are willing to start off with just the business of your new grower in Polk County area. We have a long history of success with grows similar in size to your new venture. Indeed, we actually have been operating for the last 50 years, and we have a great history of customer satisfaction and support. Mr. Griffin, in addition to our rich history of customer satisfaction, we also have exceptional customer service in a wide range of over 500 different pesticides, herbicides, nemicides, fungicides that are specifically tailored to each and every grove to prevent crop destruction. I know you're a busy man, Mr. Griffin, but if you have a minute, would you be willing to listen to my pitch and hear what I believe Florida Fertilizer can offer you and your new grove?
Yes, I'd love to hear.
Great. Mr. Griffin, perhaps the most important thing that separates Florida Fertilizer from our competitors is our company's knowledgeable and experienced staff that is well versed in both horticulture and chemistry. You see, the benefit of having a staff as well versed in horticulture and chemistry as ours is that at your disposal you will have experience of years of taking soil samples, judging the overall condition of orange trees, and deciding what type of fertilizer is appropriate for your specific circumstance. This experience in our staff is extremely valuable in this nuanced field, as so many different things can alter what a specific grower will need. Soil, temperature, the specific season. Here you'll see a testimonial from a similar sized grower, Quincy Farms, who we just acquired last year. And as you will see in this testimonial, this customer has continually received increased efficiency and profitability in their groves, thanks to our knowledgeable and experienced staff. Mr. Griffin, have I adequately explained how having such an experienced staff could increase your grove's performance over its lifetime?
Yes, sir, I believe you have.
Oh, that's great. Well, now that you see how we offer the best and most experienced staff in the field of agrochemicals, will you contract Florida Fertilizer to be your sole agrochemical supplier for your new grove in Polk County?
I like everything that I'm hearing, but I think this is a little early. This is a big thing for us, and this is a big contract, so I'd like to hear a little bit more if you don't mind.
Oh, of course, I understand. You see, Mr. Griffin, in addition to our knowledgeable and experienced staff, we also have a rich history of success with groves in similar and different sizes to yours. You see, several groves of similar sizes to your new Polk County grove have experienced successive increases in both quality and quantity of their orange crop. As you'll see in this chart that we have constructed for you, 3 farms, Quincy, Farr, and Shumard, have experienced successive increases in both quality and quantity since adopting our services 5 years ago. Mr. Griffin, as this table demonstrates, while our prices are slightly higher than our larger national competitors, we are very competitive with their prices overall. Mr. Griffin, as I've demonstrated both our history of success with growers of similar sizes and our competitive price. Can you see how our rich history of success with similar growers in Polk County, as well as our competitive prices, could make your grove very successful in the long run?
Yes, sir, I can.
That's great. Now that you have learned about our high-quality staff as well as our impressive value analysis, Are you prepared to sign a contract with Florida Fertilizer to provide all of your agrochemicals in your new Polk County growery?
I have a few questions first, if you don't mind.
Of course.
Okay. First, you showed me your price, and it is much larger than national companies. And I just wanted to let you know that because this is such a large venture, even the smaller increase in price could mean a large amount of price in the long run for me and my new grove.
I see. Mr. Griffin, am I correct in understanding that a major concern for you is our price relative to other bids you've received from larger national competitors?
Yes, sir.
Well, in that case, I'd like to direct you to that written testimonial from Quincy Growers. You see, Quincy Grower is a similarly sized grove in the Polk County area, and as that testimonial will show, Quincy Growers have experienced total satisfaction with their quality of product and service, and details how our knowledge, experience, and customer service more than make up for any slight difference between our price and that of our larger national competitors. Mr. Griffin, have I satisfactorily addressed and resolved this issue of our price differential between us and our larger competitors?
Yes, sir, you have.
Oh, well, that's good. Do you have any other objections to Florida Fertilizer becoming your contracted supplier?
Yes, sir. I've one more. A competitor directly accused you guys of environmental negligence. And you know, I love Florida and I love my state, and I want to make sure that we are protected as a whole. And I just wanted to see what your comments are on this.
Okay, Mr. Griffin. Am I correct in understanding that environmental responsibility is a central objection you have to contracting our services?
Yes, sir.
Well, I assure you, Mr. Griffin, that as a family-run company, we have strict standards to ensure our environmental responsibility to our customers and society as a whole. I directly deny these accusations, which I assume came from one of our competitors trying to sway your opinion of us and trying to gain your services. Mr. Griffin, would you like to see our EPA certifications, as these will demonstrate that we go both above and beyond all legal environmental policies regarding agrochemicals and fertilizers?
Yes, I would actually like to see this very much.
Well, that's very good. I can have those faxed over from the main office at any time, and I can have them sent over after we finish our conversation.
If you don't mind, that would be great.
Of course. Mr. Griffin, once you see these EPA findings, would you feel that your objection has been satisfactorily addressed?
Yes, sir, I would.
Oh, that's good. Well, Mr. Griffin, have all of your questions and concerns therefore been satisfactorily answered so far?
Yes.
Good. Do you have any additional questions or concerns that I can address at this time about our services?
No, sir, not that I can think of.
As I see it, Mr. Griffin, you have a need for a new agrochemical supplier in your new grove in Polk County. Florida Fertilizer, my company, is very interested in acquiring your business. To protect your new grove from pests and weeds, Mr. Griffin, you need a contract with a company that has a deeply knowledgeable staff that will be able to correctly define your grove's unique needs, as this is a very nuanced subject. As well, you will also need a company that has a long history of effective and efficient use of agrochemicals in increasing quality and quantity of orange groves in the Polk County area. Mr. Griffin, earlier you raised up the objection that our prices are a bit too high, and I could see how you would see that compared using that table, comparing us to our larger national competitors. Well, Mr. Griffin, what if I told you that if you sign a contract today for Florida Fertilizer to be your new and sole supplier of agrochemicals for the next 2 years on your new Polk County grove, that I could offer you a 10% discount over those next 2 years on all agrochemicals? Mr. Griffin, I understand that starting a new grove is a risky and expensive new venture. However, I believe that the benefit of a 10% discount over our already very competitive prices will mitigate some of these risks. Here I have a signed letter from our CEO, Keith Davis, that authorizes me to give you this discount. Mr. Griffin, now we at Florida Fertilizer want your business. Now that I have addressed all of your concerns, as well as offered you this 10% discount over our very competitive prices, are you ready to sign a contract with Florida Fertilizer as your sole agrochemical distributor and supplier for your new Polk County growth?
Once I see those EPA documents, I think you've convinced me that I'd like to go ahead and do that.
Well, that's wonderful. I'll be in touch. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Pomerantz.
Thank you, sir.